Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Juwan Jennings. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. No question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Shotgun now with Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Purdy now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And he's going to be touched on offense once more. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Purdy looking to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Get offensively. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That is caught. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He's going to try and do this himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing here, Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Purdy. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw, Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And it's going to be incomplete for the final time of this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
36.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. On the slant into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Purdy sets up to throw again. Tries to hit Jennings, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about get everybody in midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. Oh, and that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick 6, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Purdy. He had him. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Beating him there with his legs, 21 yards, first down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Back to throw. Purdy. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so anxious to go in and win a season opener But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Looking to throw. Purdy. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. To throw again. Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this won't go offense ready to start their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Fighting his way through contact and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
A gain of 29 yards. And the 49er first down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 29-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. Purdy will look to throw again here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And the bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Seahawks have recovered. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, now
touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now, they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Mike 48. Here we go. Here we go.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Check. 35's the mic.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge. It's his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, it's Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up. 33-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And that is incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On first down, Purdy. Quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though. No surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And this one will be returned to right around the 38. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Connects with Kittle underneath. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. Now a 3rd and 6. Purdy with one final shot here. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Offside, defense.
Of course, the game can end with a defensive penalty, so they'll get one more crack.
So now you get an untimed play, which should be the last one, unless it happens again and there's another defensive penalty.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.